I'm going to be ranking the best centers in NBA 2K23 Myteam here on a tier list. As you guys can see, we do have a tier list ranking from S all the way down to D tier. First center here on the tier list is going to be Amy Boogie Cousins. I think he's honestly A tier. This Amy card, this Boogie Cousins is very, very elite, especially for this time of the year. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below, who are some of your guys' favorite centers in the game right now. Just let me know, who do you guys like as like a budget option, and just let me know who you guys think maybe are the best centers in the game. Looking at Cousins here though, he's going to be a center power forward, 6'10" tall, and he's got a great wingspan at 7'5", so he's definitely going to be really good as a paint defender underneath the basket. We all know Boogie though is going to be more of a popper. He's got a 73 3 ball, 86 mid-range, and he does have a very good release in game. So Amethyst Boogie Cousins and Marcus Cousins is definitely going to be in my A tier. Looking at Amethyst Andre Drummond, I think he's a little bit worse than Boogie Cousins. He's still going to be a really, really good defender, and I've played against this card a bunch of times, and I will say he is a very, very good defender and somebody that, if you know how to use him, he can be very elite because he's 6'10" tall with a 7'6" wingspan, and he's got really, really good defensive stats, 84 interior, 84 block with an 83 steal. Really good at going to the basket. He's obviously going to be good in the pick and roll. Can't shoot threes, can't shoot mid ranges, but if you're looking for an inside big, then I think Amethyst Andre Drummond is not a bad option at all. Looking at Amethyst Jokic, I'm going to have to put him in C tier. I know some people do like using this card, and I think if you know how to use him, he's pretty good. But I would rather use a guy like Drummond, but maybe you could say Jokic is low B tier. But for my tier list, I'm going to throw him in C. Looking at the next center here on the tier list, it's going to be more of a power forward. It's going to be Amethyst Kevin Love, but I'm actually going to throw him in B tier. I've seen a lot of guys running this Kevin Love at the center position and having a lot of success. Now, I will say he is way better at power forward, and that's probably the position you should run him at. But I will say he's 6'10" tall with a 6'11" wingspan, so it's not like he's 6'8" or 6'9". He's got a really, really good 3-ball, 87 3, 87 mid-range, has one of the best releases in the game, and he's probably the best popper in the game right now. It's probably between him and Blake Griffin. Yes, I know he can't really play defense, only a 79 block and 74 interior. He's going to get mashed by guys like Gobert, like Sabonis. All these bigger centers are just going to mash him to pieces. But if you want to run small ball, I think Kevin Love is still a pretty decent option at the center spot. Talking about Sabonis though, going to be our first pink diamond here on the tier list, and then he's definitely going to be an S tier. I mean, all of these pink diamonds right now are most likely going to be an S tier, but this Sabonis, I will say guys, he might be the best center in the game. If you guys have played against him, he is super, super big in game. Like, he's 7'3" tall with a 7'6" wingspan. He weighs, it says his weight, 279 pounds. Like, he has such a good player model in game. 92 3-ball, 88 mid-range. He is probably one of the best poppers in the game. Even has a 93 block, 84 interior. And guys, overall, this Sabonis definitely deserves to be an S tier. And guys, S tier is going to be my top 5 centers in the game. I think Sabonis is definitely going to be in my top 5. Next center here is going to be Amethyst Pau Gasol, and I think he's a very good option. I mean, he's going to be in my high B tier. I think he's better than Drummond. I think he's better than Kevin Love at the center spot. I don't think he's as good as Boogie Cousins though, so I'm going to have to throw Pau Gasol in B tier. Looking at Bill Walton, I haven't really used this card and I haven't really faced him, so I do actually want to see what he does look like on 2KDB, but I don't think he's that good from what I've heard. You guys can let me know. Maybe you like Bill Walton a lot, but I don't think he's going to be the best of cards. Yeah, only a 33 ball, 70 mid-range, not that fast of a card. I mean, he's going to be a good defender. So if you're looking for a decent defender, you can go with Bill Walton, but I'd probably recommend just using Drummond. So I'm going to have Bill Walton in high C tier. Next center on the tier list is going to be Diamond Rudy Gobert, and he is 1000% going to be an A tier. If you guys have played against this card, you will know he might be the best paint defender in the game right now. I can't spell his name right, but he might actually be the best paint defender. Like, this dude does not let anything happen in the paint. If you try to go up with the dunk with Donovan Mitchell or Derrick Rose, if you try to go up for a layup, he will just send it to the fifth row, man. Like, this Rudy Gobert is such a good defender. 93 interior, 94 block, great wingspan, great player model. Overall, I mean, Rudy Gobert, one of the best centers in the game right now. Looking at Diamond Joakim Noah, he is basically just a little bit shorter Rudy Gobert, but he's going to be faster, and he does have a 3-ball. They're very similar. You guys let me know. Do you guys like Rudy Gobert better, or do you guys like Joakim Noah better? For me personally, I think I like Gobert, but it is very, very close, so they're definitely both going to be an A tier. Next center here is going to be Emerald Rick Smith. As much as he's a really good card for budget players, and he's a really good starter center to have, he's 7'4", but he's super, super slow, so I can't put him higher than C tier. Looking at another pink diamond, it's going to be Baranani. I think that's how you say his name, Andre Baranani. I'm a Raptors fan. It's probably a bad thing I can't pronounce his name. I'm not sure if he's an S tier or A tier. I do want to quickly check out his stats and see what he looks like. He doesn't seem like he's going to be the best of cards. I mean, he's a center, 7 foot tall, 7'4" wingspan, super slow, but does have a 93 3 ball, 92 mid-range, has some sort of defense. He's definitely not as good as Sabonis, so I'm going to have him in A tier for now, but maybe he does get moved up to S tier later in the video. Looking at Sapphire Shaq, as much as I like this card, as much he's a pretty good starter card, I mean, you could make the argument for like an inside, he might be better than Joakim, but I don't think he's better than Rick Smith. I don't think he's better than Bill Walton. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to throw Shaq in D tier. Looking at another pink diamond, it's going to be Big Z, who is 1000% going to go in S tier. Him and Sabonis are basically the same card, and they both do about the same thing. So they're definitely both going to be in S tier as 2 pink diamonds. Now, talking about Blake Griffin, yes, he might be a little bit of a small ball center, but when I tell you guys, this Blake card might be the best center in the game. Like, he is super elite. I played against JC. If you guys know JC2K on YouTube and Twitch, I played against him. We were just doing a little bit of a scrim last night, and he was killing me with Blake Griffin at the 5. Like, him in the pick and roll, him in the pick and pop, and he plays a lot better defense than you would think. So Blake Griffin, for me, 1000% going to be an S tier, and potentially even the best center in the game. Next up, pink diamond here. I think it's a pink diamond, right? Pink diamond Dikembe Matumbo. Once again, he's a really good card. I'm gonna throw him in A tier for now, but he might get moved up to S tier later in the video. Next center here is gonna be Diamond Paolo Banchero. Is a weird one because he's actually very elite. I'm gonna throw Banchero in A tier. You might think, oh, he's not that good at he might not be that good at center. He's more of a power forward, but I actually run him as my backup center, actually my starting center, and he's actually super elite. So Banchero, 1000% gonna go in A tier, a very, very elite center to have. Next center here is going to be Ruby Anthony Davis, a very underrated choice I don't see a lot of people using, but if you guys just started out the game and you don't have that many good cards, you don't have a lot of MT, I would definitely recommend getting this Anthony Davis from the token market. Yes, he's 30 tokens, but if you're just starting out, he's probably worth spending that on because he is super, super good for only being a Ruby. 6'10" tall, 7'2" wingspan. His stats may not show, but a 65 3 ball, he can knock down from anywhere on the court because he does have a really good release, and he's also going to be a very, very good defender as well. So Ruby Anthony Davis, definitely going to go in B tier. Looking at Ruby Dino Raja, gonna throw him in A C tier. Really don't think he's the best of cards. Looking at the next center here is gonna be, so I forgot to put him as diamond, but this is gonna be Diamond Jalen Duran, and I think he's obviously gonna be an A tier. And then last center on the tier list is gonna be Sapphire Cat, who I'm also gonna throw in that D tier category. So we gotta move 2 people up to S tier, and this may surprise a lot of people, but I think I'm gonna move Rudy Gobert, and I think I'm gonna move Dikembe Mutombo. Those are my top 5 centers in the game. I think Rudy Gobert is better than Baranani, and he's probably the best center out of these 4. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about my tier list in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.